Welcome back to Active Sports TV, LAC News. It's your host, Active. That'll be me. And before I go on this rampage, this rant, and give you these post games reactions to our back-to-back at home, starting out with the Portland Trailblazers, following up with the team who I despise. So this is going to be a good one. You definitely want to go ahead and sit down, tune in, pay close attention. Clipper fans, basketball fans, in general, this will be a good one. Subscribe right now. Hit the thumbs up. Before I go forward, gotta give a shout out to my queen, Young Moolah Baby. I'm gonna go ahead and put her YouTube channel in the description, man. I know y'all checking out that banner, man. Baby went ahead and we went ahead and pondered some things together. She went ahead and blessed me with that, man. So this is the official banner. Hope you guys like it. Give you some insight on exactly what you're going to be getting over here on Active Sports TV when it comes to all sports media content. But first, and the priority will be LAC News, Los Angeles Clippers, with a bunch of other goodies included with that. So subscribe, like. Check out the banner, man. Once again, thank you, baby. It's beautiful. Appreciate it. Y'all go over there. Also subscribe to the wifey channel, man. For all of the ladies, man. Also the kiddos, man. That's into certain accessories and so on and so forth. Shop till you drop type things. Go over and check out my babe, channel, man, and do me a solid and subscribe over there, man. I appreciate it. Now, getting into exactly what you tuned in for, bro. Is quite disgusting because as you see what's on the floor, you see the potential, you see things clicking on all cylinders. James Harden, he starts getting his bag. He started to make sure things are easier for our big man Zubac, along with catching Derrick Jones Jr. In the right spots, allowing him to flourish and show some unique things in his offense that we seen but we didn't see, as polished or as consistent as we are able to see alongside James Harden. So that's semi of the good. First thing first, over all things mentioned before, we hang our hat on and what's been the best thing that happened to us is Jeff Van Gundy coming in and making our defense one of the best in the entire NBA league at this moment in time. So that's also the good, you know what I mean? Mainly what I would consider what is the best thing out of these two games that I can pretty much, point to and say that we were consistent at, and we were, were relentless at pursuing the whole 48 minutes. Now, starting with our first game at the Intuit Dome, coming back home off of a fantastic road trip, by the way, where we went undefeated in that back-to-back. We come home winless, at the Intuit Dome, expecting that our players will definitely be able to get it done. We have the personnel, had a couple days rest. James Harden will find a way, along with Stormy Norman, Zubac, and the rest of the squad, Clip City squad, and be able to knock off the Portland Trail Blazers, who is struggling, uh, who, you know, aren't playing for anything at the moment in time. Um, they have DeAndre Ayton over there as the number one, but Anthony Simons is really the guy who's leading the charge. And, you know, it's a rebuild mode with Chauncey Billups. And apparently we were supposed to go in there and take that one. But nonetheless, we put up a fantastic performance for the first two quarters. We dominate. We get a pretty decent lead. The starters for Portland is struggling against the defense. We're containing Anthony Simons to a certain degree. Definitely the highlight that we can take away from that game is we held their, who I consider their number one guy, in check, and Jeremy Grant, and didn't allow him to, you know, have one of those breakout, shocking performance that, you know, will make Portland more of, a greater adversary. So, with that being said, defense showed up, held things in check for the early parts of the first two quarters. Get to the third quarter, bench players come in. They come in fresh energy, electric, and suddenly we see the lead dwell, and it's a back and forth game, so on and so forth. Get to the fourth quarter, we suddenly cannot capitalize at the line. We get very sloppy, and, you know, having back-to-back turnovers, um, self-inflicting turnovers, and all of these occurring in crucial points of the game. Key points when the momentum is at its highest. And these are back-breaking incidents that cannot take place, that has been reoccurring in game after game after game. Even going back to years prior to this year, been very consistent of shooting ourselves in our own foot, being stubborn, trying to do too much, and not doing enough, and making sure that we don't allow teams to get second chance buckets, opportunities. We not, giving them that by giving, these self-inflicted turnovers and turning over the ball at will, allowing these teams to have multiple opportunities to get back in the game. Now, Portland, young, scrappy team, very aggressive, did exactly what they needed to do and what they had to to do to win the game, and that was make it a rough and tough, rugged game, and hope that they'll be there in the end. And that's exactly what happened. We had multiple opportunities, not only at the free throw line to put this game away, which we lost. We had shot terrible from the line. Zubac had a horrible performance. Terrence Mann didn't play his best. Um, Michael Porter Jr. There's so much I can say about him, and I think that's what needs to really be addressed. Something is not clicking. Something we have everything that we need besides one little ingredient, one little piece, and I feel that we are forcing something that does not fit, and we're eventually gonna end up messing up the whole dish. We're gonna destroy the whole plan that we set out to have in Kawhi's absence by not addressing what is killing momentum and what can be addressed that can benefit the Los Angeles Clippers when it comes to offensive creativity. We have two players on the bench. Busy Bones, who is proven that he is consistent at creating his own shot. If we know nothing else about Busy Bones, we know that he can create and he can score his own at will and with ease. We got KPJ out here basically playing and one ball, looking foolish, getting in the game when we have key leads. I'm seeing when he's getting subbed in. James Harden, Zubac, the starting lineup, they get a nice lead, 4-point lead, 5-point lead, 7-point lead. James Harden goes to get his 3 to 2 minute rest. Within that time frame, the lead has already dwelled down to either we're losing, they within one, and it's every time he's in the lineup. Unforced turnovers. He's literally just passing the ball to the other team. Throwing the ball off the rim. Like attempting lobs that's not even lobs. It's just, bonehead, low IQ plays. And he's not being held accountable for it. But meanwhile, we got a proven Clipper who's consistent in doing what he does in his role, which is whatever needs to be done. Now he has a shooting slump, and he's not averaging double figures within 4 games. But he's not taking half the shots that KPJ is shooting as well, but being efficient in other ways, such as creating turnovers, rebounding the ball, and preventing the best player on the opposing team from scoring at will. KPJ does not provide that, and on top of that, he's problematic within the lineup. James Harden has his flaws. We already have to work around that, but he is a Hall of Famer who has a high IQ, who knows how to turn it on and turn it off. And when he doesn't have it going, he knows how to defer to someone that does. You're not going to see James, at this age especially, overforce something that is going to hinder the team. Now, James Harden has the same issue that KPJ does when it comes to the unforced turnovers. That needs to be addressed with both players. But with James Harden, you know that's going to come, and with him having the ball in his hands way more than KPJ, it's still going to happen less than it would be if KPJ was to have those same amount of possessions. James Harden is afforded that leeway because he has so many responsibilities, and he has to make sure that the offense have somewhat of a flow. Now, does not exempt him from criticism. He has to be better, being that the expectation is high. We have no room for error. You know, he knows that every game counts. But we cannot have two players doing the exact same thing, but one at a way lower value than James Harden. KPJ is not James Harden. He should not get the same privileges. He should not have the same leeway. And I do not want to see a whole month of Clipper basketball being wasted with another experiment by Ty Lue when we got other players that's proven. I'd rather see Amir Coffey get more time. I'd rather see Busy Bones get more time. I'd rather see more Clipper fans, everybody that follow this channel and subscribe to this channel knows. I'd rather see Jordan Miller, that needs to be developed, especially in these crucial times where Kawhi is not here, to see the potential that he has. If we can sit here and give this long leash to KPJ, why is it with any other Clipper, even the ones that has been here as vets, proven vets, has the short leash that gets set down within, the fourth quarter half, no 20 plus minute games, for, T-Man and Amir Coffey, but KPJ comes and automatically just get that seniority and just be catapulted over. I'm not understanding it. His play does not show that he's worthy. Multiple turnovers in each game coming off the bench. His turnovers is outweighing his assists. Field goal percentage is very poor. KPJ is what? Don't hold me to this. But last time I checked, KPJ was 1 from 15 from the 3-point line, man. This is a man that came in supposedly shooting 44% from the 3-point line. So now you mean to tell me we supposed to sit here and wait for his shot to come around and him to be this dynamic store, but we can't give Terrence Mann a couple more games to see him get his average to what we know he's accustomed to shooting, and in the meantime get all of the great other benefits that he provide on the floor along the complement and help out Derrick Jones and Chris Dunn and make things easier for James Harden because guess what? KPJ, he's a good uh he's a good player that can play the passing lanes and get it still here and there, but he's not a great on the ball defender. And he's not aware of his assignments. Majority of these runs are taking place because he's leaving his man wide open in the corner and they're sinking these threes, such as in this game versus Phoenix that we're going to switch over to now. So, we have a game tonight against the Phoenix Suns. Losing that game to the Portland Trailblazers at the line due to the fact that Zubac missed 2 free throws. James Harden missed 2 free throws. We lose by 1 point. On to the Phoenix Suns. We have a scorching start. We go do everything that we're supposed to do. The starting 5 has got everything, moving and grooving. You know what I mean? Terrence Mann hasn't found his outside shot, but finding where he can make an impact on offense. Also being, a pest on defense. Holding Kevin Durant to, under 20 points tonight. Him and Derrick Jones taking turns on that. Also, having to be that guy to chase Devin Booker around. We had Derrick Jones Jr. doing all that he can. Everyone in the starting lineup did very, very well in the beginning of the game. Get to the start of the third quarter and all hell break loose. I don't know what Phoenix got. They had got the Space Jam secret stuff or what it was, but it seemed like every shot, no matter where it was at, it was going in for the first 6-7 minutes of the quarter. Never seen nothing like it other than Klay Thompson going crazy for 37 points in the quarter. I've never seen a team collectively shoot that well for that long period of time. But let me add, Clipper fans, put it in the comments. If I'm saying something that's wrong, put it in the comments. We dared Ryan Dunn to kill us, and he did. We dared Royce O'Neal to step up and put the dagger in us, and he did. We sold all out to try to contain Kevin Durant, and in doing so, the ball rotation from Phoenix was immaculate. Devin Booker, the ball penetration, getting into the paint, shooting that mid-range, also causing fouls, getting to the line, and, being that guy that you gotta, keep up with throughout the whole, time that he's on the floor. He know how to, get himself open and, hit them timely threes. Booker was amazing tonight. Absolutely amazing. Those 3 guys collectively is the reason why the Clippers lost tonight. And on top of that, with the great games that they all 3 had, and also with KD contributing to some others on Phoenix, we should have won this game. Unforced turnovers. once again, key free throws and not taking advantage of what's in front of us is what cost us this game. We had a 20-point lead going into the third quarter. At one point in time, we were 20 points up. It was a blowout. Only to see in one quarter us give 37 points to Phoenix in one quarter, allowing them to shoot 15 consecutive shots in a row and make all 15 of them. So, getting into the stats, Clipper fans, let's go ahead and break down the stats, get the numbers going. Because this was terrible, man. It was terrible. So, we're going to start with the team. Field goal percentage, we shot 45 from 93. Phoenix, 82 for 42. That'll give you the field goal percentage. They were 51% from the line, over 50%. We were below 50%. From the line, from the field goal. And we were below 50% from the field. 3-point percentages from both teams. We got us shooting 35 free throws. Shooting 35 3-pointers, only to hit 12 of them. You got Phoenix shooting 39 3-pointers to hit 18. They came in with a whopping 42% as a team from the 3-point line. We shot well below 40% at 34%. Big red flags. We gotta find some shooting. And another thing need to be addressed. We gotta be in the corners, man. We gotta be in where the three is the shortest at. Hit that corner three. Get in the corner. Be there. Wait for the pass, and knock down the shot. We got too many of our players who are not top-notch 3-point shooters, who are shooting at the top of the key, the side, and they don't have a shot. Go to where it's the easiest. See it go down over there. Then once you get your rhythm, move along the court. But 34% from the 3-point line ain't gonna cut it. James Harden, horrible. Had a great game for as a triple-double, but field goal percentage was horrible. 3-point percentage was horrible as an individual. But we'll get to that a little later. Free throws. We did a lot better than we did against Portland. Like to say that, at least we didn't lose the game at the line. But, still 81%, missing 4 free throws as a team. Not terrible, but we did not win the free throw battle as well. 82% for the Phoenix Suns, shooting 28 out of 23. Shooting 28, hitting 23. Rebounding, we killed them. That was one of the best things that we did tonight. Now, that's another good thing that I can say. The last 2 games, I want to point out that, we even in the victories that we had in the road trip, our rebounding was suspect. We were getting killed on the boards. So Ty Lue did put an emphasis on that. I did see the team, come in and make that a priority. So these last 2 games, we did not, shoot ourselves in the foot when it comes to allowing teams to kill us on the boards. But the turnovers, man, was just as bad as allowing them to kill us on the boards. But we got 48 to 39, 15 offensive to 8. We got 33 defensive to their 31. So we killed them on the offensive rebounds. We had a lot more opportunities to score. And like I said, with the fantastic game from Devin Booker, Royce O'Neal, and Ryan Dunn coming out of nowhere, KD putting up his solid, double digits. Um, we still was supposed to win this game soundly, in my opinion. Um, Assists 27 to 29, not much of a difference, but both teams was creating. Um, we had 8 blocks on our end to their 4, 8 steals, 12 steals to them, turnovers 14 on our end, 12 on theirs. So we lost this game pretty much at them being more efficient, being a lot better shooters from the 3 point line than us, obviously, and they won the turnover battle. Um, you cannot win games giving away the ball, shooting at lower percentages, and not being able to, match them point for point. They're putting 3 to our 2, as well as us giving them the ball. It's pretty much 4 to 2. So, 5 to 2 at that point, depending on how many. But thank God they gave us something back. We didn't give them, it wasn't that big of a disparity between the turnovers. It would have probably been much, much worse. But a loss is a loss at the end of the day. And we're still, winless at home. Clipper fans, I know, just like me, nasty taste in your mouth. Especially losing to the Phoenix Suns. Um, what can I say? It's a lot of things that need to be addressed. The main thing, James Harden, and this inbounding, man, at the end, at least allow us to get a possession at the end to potentially win the game. The sloppy inbound, last second inbounding, trying to get the last play off to potentially win the game was horrible. We lost to Portland that way. We lost to Phoenix in our overtime game and our home opener that way. We have to get the ball in, and then, know what we're gonna do with it, and quit giving these games up like that. You know what I mean? It is very, very embarrassing. It's sloppy. We're better than that. Ty Lue need to put an emphasis on that. Like I said, these unforced turnovers, has to stop. Starting with James Harden, KPJ. If it happens again, Ty Lue should be bringing them to the bench. Um, Individual stats, we're going to just do the Clippers, because this is LAC News. Subscribe, like. It's late, man. Hopefully y'all had a great Halloween, man. It is now the 1st, so you're going to be watching this, man. On the first of the month. Wake up to Active Sports TV, man. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And go ahead and hit the thumbs up for your boy as well. But yeah, man, I couldn't sell you short. We're going to keep this content going. You know what I mean? Got some things cooking for y'all as well. We're going to have us an exclusive interview coming soon. As soon as I get that timeline right, you know what I mean? Someone that you guys know very, very well, that's really, really tapped into the nation. One of the biggest, voices, and, what I would consider, a huge part of this fan base. I'm going to bring him out pretty soon. We're going to go ahead and, broadcast that to you guys and bring it to you soon. But until things work out, we're going to keep it on the hush, get everything solid. And then, we'll bless you guys with that, special edition coming soon. So, now, into the stats. T-Man, 31 minutes. Like to see that the minutes increase. The trust has to be there. If you want T-Man to perform like T-Man is capable of, you have to trust him. And you have to allow him to find his offensive game. Because that's the only issue that anyone can have with T-Man, is that he's not far along in their eyes to where they want him to be offensively. But that ain't how the NBA work. He's on the picking order. He's not the first. He's not the second. He's not the third. At times, he's not even the fourth. So let's put things in perspective. Be realistic, and see what is he doing to contribute to us winning, as opposed to him causing us to lose. Offensively, we don't go to T-Man to provide points for us. We need T-Man to create second chance opportunities and prevent their best offensive weapons from being, nuclear and destroying us. So that's the tough task, man. Not too many players can play both ends. We already know that. There's a few unicorns out there. So let T-Man, grow into the player he needs to be. This is his first season as the starter, where he can actually be comfortable. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Shout out to you, T-Man. Keep working on that 3-point shot. Get in the corner. Take the corners. I wouldn't advise you to go nowhere else but in the corner. Master that. See it go down. Then start spreading around the court. Derrick Jones Jr., fantastic pick. Thank God he's on our team. He's been keeping us afloat. Really, another, well, you can say a more polished T-Man. 24 minutes. Doesn't do anything really to hurt the team. No self-inflicted, issues, or him causing reckless play. Very, very solid. Him, Nico, and Terrence Mann, I believe, is the most disciplined. And now running up close behind that is Chris Dunn. These guys have some of the highest IQ when it comes to being defenders, and just fulfilling roles. I like Derrick Jones and how he's growing into the player that everyone didn't believe that he can be. So being that he's doing that with the Clippers, fantastic work, man. Keep it up. Clip City. Y'all know the motto. Stay active. If I'm looking tired, it's because I am tired. But at the end of the day, it ain't stopping nothing. We're going to go ahead, give y'all this content, and give it to you right. You did? So I'm going to go ahead and pop my eyes open, you know what I mean? And get on up. Hit my Folgers cup, you dig? And give it to you, give you this lick Clipper content, man. We ain't slacking. So Zubox, man, fantastic fantastic turn back game. 22 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist. Fantastic. 36 minutes. Need that out of him every night. Every night. Very efficient too. Believe it was like 80% from the field. So he contribute to that great percentage that I told you guys as a team. From the field, he made sure that he did his part. James Harden coming in with a triple-double. I don't know how to feel about this. It's a triple-double. It's amazing for him to be able to do this at his age, but it didn't get us the victory. And a couple less turnovers. This triple-double is unreal. But the fact of the matter is, 25, 10, and 13 is great. Take it any night of the day. but I want it with less turnovers. I want it with less inflicting, self-inflicting turnovers. Um, James, you do that, bruh. There's nothing to be said. Get to that free throw line and become more accurate. that's what I would add to that. Um, Norman Powell, Norman Storman, fantastic start. Went crazy. Was keeping them boys off of us, but it was a unfortunate incident that took place with Devin Booker after Norman, blocked his shot. Um, he got hit in the face, man. Had to go in the back room. Had to go in the back so the medical staff can take a look. And came right back out, but you can tell from that point going forward, Norman really wasn't the Norman before leaving. He was, heated up. You know what I mean? He was already in his bag. He looked like he was about to get ready to go for 40. That took place, limit them to a certain extent, but he didn't sell us short. He did give us all that he could, despite the injury. 31 minutes, 23 points, uh, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. Shout out Storm and Norman. Keep it up, man. He's definitely been our, number one, number two. Uh, great job. He's going after the starting position, making sure that it remain his. And I can't argue against that. Even when Kawhi come back, it's gonna be decisions. Everybody need to be playing at their best, but I love the competition. We just can't lose games. Now, Chris Dunn, 24 minutes, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Great game, consistent at doing what he does, causing a problem. Also helping out on that KD, his responsibility, sliding from Booker, sliding from KD, tough task as a team. One gonna get hot, try to just contain the other. They did exactly that. Collectively, T-Man, Chris Dunn, Derrick Jones Jr., them guys, and also Nico Batum all came in and gave solid minutes on the defensive end on both of those players. Devin Booker just started cooking. We move to Nico Batum with 3 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Love Nico game. Always doing the right thing. He's a momentum shifter. He's gonna make sure he improve momentum. That's what we need. We don't need a KPJ who's gonna come down and destroy what Nico is will be building up. Like we need these players like Kai Jones. These guys that are igniting. You know our bench and as well as our superstars to play at their best. We don't want this and one whoop de doo. Sorry, I didn't know that was there type ball. Like we want just sound, you know, decisions being made out there. KPJ is the next one up. This one here, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 17 minutes. Very, very forced. Very forced. Did not look good. Disruptive. And then, we got to talk about the recklessness, man. Like, we almost had another injury. Thank God, T-Man, happened to just not be, foot solid in the ground at the moment in time. But that bump from Devin Booker, that KPJ tried to sell as some type of charge and flew back 5 to 10 yards right into his own player. Like, this ain't Houston, bruh. Like, you gotta have some self-control. You gotta, understand that you can't do these things and think it's gonna be all good. So, I just hope he mature, but more so, I really want Ty to try, some of the players that's been here on the bench, man. Like, I don't feel like what 14 points is good, but what it came with, I believe that you can do without. You can get more. I mean, you got Kobe Brown, you got all these guys that's not getting the chance. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't want to be, that guy just piling on, KPJ, but didn't like the game, and I felt like when he started playing like that, that's exactly when the momentum shift, and it became more so back and forth game as opposed to team basketball. So yeah, but yeah, folks, you know what it is, man. This is your boy Active. We're gonna go ahead and end it on that note. We go ahead and lose, both games back to back at home, man. We are still, winless at home. We lose this one 125-119. As I said before, Booker went crazy, putting up 40 points. KD 18. Royce O'Neal putting up 21 points, as well as, like I said, the young rookie Ryan Dunn coming in with 16 points, as well as 4 rebounds. Man, it seemed like he hit us with the daggers over and over and over again. We dared them. We messed around and found out. As Clipper fans, we messed around and found out. So I just want them to try, something different, man. Let's give Bones, let's give Miller, let's give these guys some burn, man. I like Kai Jones' energy as well. Him coming in, just being in the way and doing what needs to be done, causing some issues and deterring some shots. I like that Amir Coffey came in, hit his 7-man, put his points, but let's get one thing about Amir too. Like, Amir is great offensively as far as shooting the shot and hitting the open three, but Amir cannot contain, some of the best offensive players in this league. He is not a sound rebounder. He is not, creating second chance opportunities, ripping the ball, doing all of the dirty work. Where Amir's strength is one thing, and it may be somewhat better than Terrence Mann, but we've seen Terrence Mann do everything Amir can do and do it at a higher, do it at a better, do it better at the end of the day. So I'm gonna trust that Terrence Mann gonna come along and do what Terrence Mann is accustomed to giving Clipper fans, and Amir Coffey, I wouldn't mind him stepping into that role for KPJ and him getting less minutes and Amir getting more. I feel like we go back to similar to that roster in 2021, 2022, when we had no Kawhi and we had no PG and Terrence and Amir and Morris and all of those guys at that time, Reggie Jackson. These guys rallied up and got us a 500 record without our stars. So when people try to use the comparison of, Amir Coffey and Terrence Mann is not as proven as KPJ, he averaged 19 on a bad team. Tell me the win to losses, and then we can talk. I don't want to hear 19 points when you're solely the only one that's being the creator night in and night out on a bad team and is not contributing to wins. If Terrence Mann or any of them other guys was on that team and had that leeway, they'll be able to do the same thing. I'm not impressed. I know what my players have done. Clipper fans, you should know what they have done. And certain things are just quite disrespectful. So on that note, this is your boy Actor telling you guys again on the way out. Subscribe, like, comment, interact. I want to, interact with you guys. As I told you, cooking up some things, man. I may have, a special edition for you guys this weekend. I'm gonna bring somebody a part of the Clipper family, someone that you guys are very, very, very familiar with. I won't disclose until I get consent, but we will definitely be bringing that to you once we go in and straighten all the timelines out and line that up. So, Active Sports will be giving you guys his exclusive first interview. Y'all make sure you guys stay tuned and look out for that to pop up in y'all notifications. So, in order for that to happen, subscribe, hit all, so that you don't miss that, as well as all the other content, sports media content that I will be bringing you guys on a daily basis. So, we're out of here, folks. You know the motto. Stay activated out here at all times, man. Make sure you put your family first. And, hey, stay daddy credit to your craft at all times. And, Clip City fans, we got a gauntlet ahead of us, man. We got, we about to get ready to finish up this home stands against no other than the number one team in the Western Conference, OKC. Then we got Wemby. And then we got them boys up in Philly, man, the Sixers. No timetable on when Paul George or Embiid will come back for them. But if any breaking news come out, I will keep you guys updated. So, make sure you subscribe once again and like. And we're out of here, folks. Peace. Out of here.